Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever felt like your own mind was holding you back, whispering you can't, even louder than anyone else?
Oh, absolutely.
It's that heavy sort of internal drag, right? That subtle sense that you're fighting yourself more than any, external challenge.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it's remarkably common.
Yeah. Feels like an invisible chain sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And today, we're actually embarking on a deep dive into precisely that experience. How to effectively manage, maybe even remove, negative thoughts from our mind.
Okay.
And our guide for this exploration is a really powerful text called Mastering the Mind, Overcoming Negative Thoughts. It offers some, incredibly potent insights.
Great. So our mission for you listening in is really to arm you with some powerful new perspectives and hopefully some genuinely actionable shifts.
Right.
We want to help you untangle yourself from those very invisible chains the book talks about, those mental weights holding us back.
Yeah.
So you can step into a calmer, more empowered way of thinking. Imagine just shedding that mental burden, finding a new level of clarity.
Definitely. And Mastering the Mind kicks off with that striking image, describing negative thoughts as these invisible chains.
It's a powerful metaphor, isn't it?
It really is, because it perfectly captures how negativity isn't just, an inconvenience.
Right.
It can actively shackle us. It drains our energy, diverts us from living the life we truly deserve.
Yeah. And the book makes it clear every single human being struggles with them. It's not just you.
No, not at all. It gets you thinking about the subtle ways our own minds can restrict us, hold us in place.
Mm-hmm.
And the book immediately clarifies a crucial distinction here. It says the real difference between those who genuinely grow and those who stay stuck.
Oh.
It isn't the presence of these thoughts, we all get them, but how we deal with them.
Ah, okay. That internal negotiation.
Exactly. The moment we start believing these negative thoughts, that's when they truly become, as the book puts it, the single greatest obstruction to success.
Wow. That's a big statement.
It is. But it places the responsibility and, crucially, the power directly in our hands. It's not just philosophical.
That's such a critical reframing because we're so quick to point fingers at, external circumstances, aren't we?
We are, all the time.
But the authors here really emphasize that most of the time, it's not the outside world holding us back. It's the inner voice that whispers, you can't. They even call this internal critic the most dangerous voice.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of people out there who'll tell you what you can't do, but the real danger, the book argues, is when your own voice does not join the chorus of doubt.
That's the key right there.
But how do we even begin to identify that inner voice when it often sounds so much like us?
That's precisely the challenge, isn't it? And that's where the deeper work comes in.
Right.
The book suggests it's not about silencing it completely, which, let's be honest, is probably impossible.
Yeah, feels like it.
But it's about recognizing its distinct, often kind of irrational narrative.
Okay.
It's a subtle but crucial distinction. Ensuring your own voice does not join the chorus of doubt means cultivating an internal observer, creating some distance.
Like stepping back from it a bit.
Exactly. Questioning where that internal narrative is coming from. Understanding it's often just a relic of past stuff or anxieties, not the actual truth about what you could do now.
I think we've all been there, right? Can you, listening now, recall a time when your own internal critic felt more debilitating than any actual external obstacle? That moment you felt like your own worst enemy, when the doubt from inside was just louder, more paralyzing than anyone saying no from the outside.
Recognizing that internal battle is definitely the first step.
So if our minds are always going to kind of throw these negative thoughts our way, does that mean we're just doomed to battle them forever?
Well, Mastering the Mind offers a surprising, almost counterintuitive truth here. It says we can't actually escape them completely.
Okay, I found that a huge relief, actually. It takes the pressure off trying to be happy or positive like 24/7.
Yeah. Exactly. Which often feels impossible, right?
Totally.
So the real shift, the secret, as the book calls it, isn't fighting or suppressing these thoughts.
Okay, so what is it?
It's acceptance. Understanding them for what they are.
Acceptance. How does that work practically?
It means you accept your thoughts, even the bad ones, but do not become them. That's the key phrase.
Don't become them.
Okay. It's a profoundly liberating distinction. For instance, the book points out, having sad thoughts does not mean you are a sad person.
Right.
Having fearful thoughts does not mean you are weak. They are just visitors in your mind, not your identity.
Visitors. I like that. fleeting.
Exactly. It reframes it, gives us so much more freedom by detaching our self-worth from these passing mental states.
Okay, that's a powerful distinction. Acceptance, not surrender. But mastering the mind doesn't stop there, does it?
No, it doesn't.
While we embrace accepting our own internal chatter, it also draws a very clear boundary around what we let in from the outside.
This is where it gets really interesting. This raises an important point about active self-protection. The book advises us to safeguard our mental space.
How so?
It observes that there's just too much negativity in the world already, in news, social media, even in the conversations around us.
It's everywhere, isn't it?
It really is. So it's not just about what bubbles up internally, but what external influences we allow to seep into our minds.
Okay.
We're strongly encouraged to do your best not to contribute to it, and also to be careful not to let a negative social media life drag you into darkness.
Wow, that's direct. So conscious curation of our mental environment.
Precisely. Recognizing that our inner peace is highly susceptible to that external input.
Which means sometimes you have to take some difficult steps, right? Maybe some necessary ones.
Yeah, the book doesn't shy away from it. It advises you might need to remove negative people from your life.
Whoa.
For they poison your energy and keep you from reaching your true potential.
That's a powerful statement. But it makes a lot of sense when you think about how genuinely draining some interactions can be.
Absolutely. It's about understanding that our internal garden needs careful tending. And that includes weeding out those toxic influences so positive thoughts can actually, flourish.
That's like, we accept our own random weeds, but we don't have to import invasive species from next door.
Exactly.
Right.
While we accept our own passing thoughts, we have agency over the sustained influences we expose ourselves to.
Right.
Just like we protect our physical health, we have to actively safeguard our mental and emotional well-being from toxic sources. The book is very direct about how some individuals can poison your energy. It underscores the critical importance of self-preservation, setting boundaries to pursue your potential.
And it's not about being selfish.
No, it's about being strategic with your most precious resource.
Yeah.
Your mental energy.
Okay. So maybe take a moment to consider you listening right now. What external influences might be unknowingly contributing to your mental landscape? Is it the news you consume, the social media feeds you scroll through, maybe even certain individuals in your life?
It's a really important question to ponder. Those inputs are shaping your inner world, whether you realize it or not.
Definitely. Now, mastering the mind introduces another really compelling metaphor. It states, your thoughts are the vehicle that carry you forward in life.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. And it draws a very clear distinction. Weak thoughts will never carry you far. Makes sense.
Right.
Strong, clear, and positive thoughts will take you exactly where you need to go. You wouldn't try to drive a flimsy, unreliable car on a long, important journey, would you?
No way. Our thoughts are our mental engine.
Exactly.
And what's fascinating here is how this concept immediately connects to courage and the pervasive nature of fear.
Ah, fear, the ultimate weak thought, perhaps.
You could say that. The book explains that fear, if left unchecked, becomes a powerful negative pattern. And it can have a truly debilitating impact. It's capable of paralyzing you, keeping you from making big decisions, or taking opportunities that could literally transform your life.
So fear isn't just an emotion.
No, it's like a corroding force on your mental vehicle, slowly grinding your progress to a halt.
Okay, so what's the path forward then, according to the book? How do we deal with this fear?
It's not about avoiding it. It's about facing it head on.
Head
on.
Yeah.
The only way, it says, is to face your fear, walk through it, and transform it into strength.
Walk through it. That's a powerful image, almost heroic, turning your greatest weakness into a source of power. But how do we actually do that? How do we walk through fear? It sounds daunting.
Well, the book implies a process of deliberate exposure and reframing.
Okay.
It's about taking those small, maybe incremental steps into the very thing that makes you uncomfortable, instead of just avoiding it all the time.
Right, the avoidance trap.
Exactly. When you confront a fear, even a small part of it, and move past it, you're not just overcoming an obstacle.
You're building something else.
You're building resilience, a deeper understanding of what you're actually capable of. Think of it like a muscle. The only way to strengthen it is to apply resistance. Fear is often that resistance we need to develop real mental fortitude.
So each step through diminishes its power.
And strengthens your internal resolve.
Yeah. Okay, so I challenge you, the listener, right now. Can you identify a fear that might be holding you back? Just one. And then just for a moment, imagine the transformation possible, the strength you could gain, simply by taking that first small step towards facing it.
It's a powerful exercise.
Now, mastering the mind is realistic, which I appreciate. It says it's not always possible to just erase negative thinking entirely.
Right. No magic switch.
No magic switch, unfortunately. But the book stresses that with persistence and practice, you can master it so that negativity never takes the upper hand.
Master it.
It's about becoming like the skilled conductor of your own mental orchestra rather than just passively listening to the noise.
I love that analogy. And this is where the transformative power of perspective really comes into play.
Perspective, yes.
The core truth here, according to the book, is you can't change your past, but you can always change your perspective of it.
That is incredibly empowering, isn't it?
It really is. It suggests that many of our perceived limitations are actually self-imposed, just through how we interpret things that happen.
Right.
The book argues that sometimes shifting your perspective is all you need to open the doors of freedom. It's not denying what happened, but actively choosing the lens you view it through. And that changes its power over you right now.
That makes so much sense. And the book points out that those negative patterns, if we ignore them, they quickly solidify into habits.
And habits, as we all know,
are notoriously hard to break.
Yeah.
It's more than just a mental rut, isn't it? It's like a self-reinforcing pathway in the brain.
Exactly. A neural pathway that requires active rerouting. And the fascinating part is how subtly these form.
How so?
It's often not one big negative thought, but the cumulative effect of ignoring smaller, persistent patterns. Those eventually dictate our default mental state. And the book presents a stark choice here. A fork in the road. Either these habits trap you in a cycle of desperation and fear, or by consciously shifting them, you carve out new pathways towards solutions.
Wow.
It's a powerful illustration of how our internal narrative literally shapes our external reality. When negative thinking dominates you, obstacles multiply.
Right.
When positive thinking takes over, new pathways appear. This isn't just philosophy, it's a practical blueprint for problem solving, for growth.
So think about that for a moment, listening. How could one single deliberate shift in perspective alter the challenges you're currently facing? What new pathways might just appear if you consciously chose to approach a situation or even just a memory with a different lens?
Yeah.
The potential feels immense.
It really does.
Ultimately, mastering the mind brings us back to this fundamental challenge. The biggest problem any of us ever face is not the world, not other people, but our own negative thinking.
It's a bold statement.
It is, but it resonates deeply, I think, because it places the power to change firmly within ourselves.
Right.
And while stopping negative thoughts entirely is incredibly hard, the book reassures us it is not impossible. There's real hope there.
Definitely. And the trick, as the authors describe it, it's not to get into this exhausting, direct fight with the darkness.
Okay, so what's the alternative?
Instead, they offer this beautiful, actionable analogy. Shift your focus. Instead of fighting the darkness, light a candle.
Light a candle.
Yeah. It means intentionally focusing on positivity, gratitude, and small actions that create momentum.
Proactive creation.
Exactly. Proactive creation and redirection rather than reactive struggle. By actively cultivating the light, the darkness naturally recedes. You don't have to directly combat it.
I love that image. It feels much more manageable. And the book has this incredibly evocative line, too. Often the shadows that surround us are not from outside, but from the obscurities of our own mind.
That really hits home, doesn't it?
It does. It's such a powerful reminder of where the real work and the real transformation needs to happen inside.
And it raises that crucial question about where we direct our most valuable resource, our attention.
Right.
The core principle, as Mastering the Mind concludes, is simple but profound. The best way to overcome negative thoughts is simple. Be positive.
Be positive. Sounds almost too simple, but maybe the power is in the simplicity.
I think so. It underscores the power of intentionality. The cumulative effect of just small, positive shifts in focus.
Yeah.
Cultivating that mental garden, like we said. Consistently planting seeds of positivity, nurturing them, letting them crowd out the weeds.
Yeah. And ultimately, it comes down to personal agency, doesn't it? The power you hold over your own future.
Absolutely.
The book leaves us with this powerful thought. Every thought you allow into your mind is shaping your future. Choose them wisely.
That's a profound call to action right there. a daily responsibility.
It really is. So we've journeyed today through mastering the mind. We went from understanding how pervasive negative thoughts are, their internal grip,
to that dual strategy. Acceptance for our own internal stuff, but also actively protecting our mental space from external negativity.
Right, the boundaries.
Yeah. We talked about facing fear head on, transforming it into strength, and the huge impact of just shifting perspective, deliberately focusing on positivity. It's been quite the exploration.
It really has. And what's truly fascinating, I think, is that consistent theme throughout the book.
Yeah.
That while we can't always control the arrival of thoughts, we possess immense power over their stay.
Ah, their stay. That's the key.
Exactly. Recognizing them as visitors, acknowledging they're there, but then making a conscious, deliberate choice about their influence on our inner world. We are the gatekeepers.
Our gatekeepers. I love that. That's such a perfect way to put it. So remember, you can't always control the thoughts that pop into your mind.
Nope.
But you can absolutely choose which ones get to stay, which ones you decide to believe, to water, to let grow. So what will you choose to allow to build your future, starting today?
It's a powerful choice. We really encourage you to reflect on that choice and maybe apply just one insight from this deep dive into your daily life.
Even a small one.
Yeah.